30 years ago, guys, I punched my father in the arm 5 times as hard as I could on our way to a job. You know, I think I told you guys we had a home remodeling business. So this was in the early 90s. And, you know, being a struggling home remodeling business, I wasn't getting paid for, I think it was over a month. My dad used to give me $20 a day. To me, that was a lot of money back then. So I didn't see any money for a long time. So we're on our way to the job. Actually, he partnered up with one of his friends. They were tiling the side of a restaurant building. It was a big job. Matter of fact, it's still standing today. The work is still up today. So we're going down the road, and I start arguing with him. I haven't seen any money in a long time, and I think he was telling me that I had to wait for it. When we collect, you'll get your pay. So I snapped on him. I was in the passenger seat of our 78 Bonanza, Chevy 4x4, and I nailed him. I reached over to him, I punched him right here in the shoulder 5 times as hard as I could, and I was pretty strong back then too. The result was I fractured his shoulder. And a little while after that, he started having mini strokes. I could even been the cause of that. You know, and then what happened was he turned around and brought me back home. You know, and on the way home he said, "I don't even know if I can work now." You know, and I was expecting, when he came home, I was expecting to be thrown out of the house. And nothing happened. I relive that every day, almost. It's actually affecting me more now than ever. Because being an adult, I realize what I did. I can't imagine what he felt. Because what I did is I Judased him. I traded him for money. I can't imagine what it would feel like for a son to beat the father up. Your only son. Today, my aunt died, guys. Before I go any farther, I want to tell you that I don't feel good at all about what I did. Don't think I'm proud of what I did. I can't explain to you in words how remorseful I am for what I did. Because you know what happens when you hurt a loved one and when they die, they're gone, but what you did stays. My aunt died today. She was the last one, she was the remaining person of my father's family. She's 96 years old. And, you know, my father, man, come from Italy. You know, and they didn't have much money over there. They were extremely poor over there. I mean, they lived over in Italy before World War II started, you know, and they had dirt floors. They had no electricity, very little food. They had to actually beg for food. They had to steal chickens from neighboring farms. Matter of fact, he actually went around in bare feet. He had no shoes. That's how poor they were. They were extremely poor over there. They had no cars. I think he had a horse. He eventually had a horse. Because they lived out in the country, you know, right outside of Naples, like right around Vesuvius. That's where he some little town out there he lived in. But, you know, what I want to tell you is my aunt died. She was the last of my heritage. She was the last person. You know, my Italian heritage, man, is gone now. She was the last one of my father's family. That's all gone now. You know, and what I want to tell you guys is, you know, you have to. I gotta stop blinking my eyes like that. You have to get busy living, man. Instead of getting busy dying, you have to get busy living. Just live. You know, if you want to jump on a motorcycle and just go anywhere, go for it. Because life is fast as a son of a bitch. One day you're 20 years old, the next day you're 60. And you're going to find out you didn't do jack shit. And your chance is going to be gone. So when you have a chance, you take it. It's like when I bought my Hayabusa. I had a chance to buy it, and I bought it. Because these chances, man, they don't come around twice. You know, there's also a point in your life where you may not realize, when you're at the arc in your life, you may not realize that when a moment comes to you, it may be the best. It may be an all-time best in your life. And you better realize that. Because if you don't, you're going to blow it. You're going to blow that chance. It's like right now, the job I have. I'll never do better than this job I have right now. This is the best job I ever had in my life. And I'm doing all that I can possibly do to keep it. Because I know I can't do better than what I have right now. And I'm extremely grateful, man, with what I have right now. Job-wise, material-wise, health-wise, dog-wise, wife-wise. But yeah, I lost my I mean, you might say, oh no, it's not gone. Well, it is gone. It is. My aunt was the last remaining member of my Italian heritage, man, and it's gone. Sure, it's still in me. You know, I'm Italian American. I was born. I'm what is it? First generation. I can make a lot of Italian dishes. I know all that. You know, I know how to make Italian Easter bread and vegetable lasagna. I cook a mean dish of pasta. But yeah, you know, when you hurt a member of your when you hurt a loved one, that memory never goes. That, you know, that moment, you can never erase that moment. And then what happens when they die, when they leave, what you did stays. So her funeral is on Monday. We're going to go see her laid out on Monday. Monday's going to be a bad day. Because, you know, me being clairvoyant, I kind of knew this was going to happen. I had a feeling that she was going to die. You know, and I'm extremely clairvoyant. I dream of a lot of stuff that happens around me. You know, and when something happens, you feel like you could have stopped it, but you can't stop it. It's like when my father had his massive stroke. I had a dream 2 weeks before it happened. Somebody came to me in my dream and they told me that you're going to lose your father. Your father's going to die. And that day, I knew it was going to happen, and I still couldn't stop it. You know, there's nothing more frustrating when you're like this, and you know something's going to happen, and you can't do anything about it. You know, sometimes I get these feelings, guys. They come out of nowhere that I feel like I relived this moment at a previous time, and you almost get like you almost get like you're sick when this overwhelms you. It's almost like it makes you sick, and it's almost like you relived that moment previously, and it's like you almost know exactly what's about to happen, and you become like really sick when this starts. And you know, you still can't benefit from it, and you can't change anything. Anyway, how do you like my big dog hat? I got this used on eBay. I saw it on eBay and I jumped on. I think it was like I think it was $10, 10 or $10.95. I got another one coming in too, another chopper hat. There's also there's a motorcycle show on the 21st over in Rankin, PA at the Cary Blast Furnace. I'm going to try to make it to that one. The other motorcycle show I was supposed to go to, I promised you guys I'll make a video. I went to the motorcycle show at the Harley dealership. I have pictures of that. I haven't put a video together yet. Then there was another bike show in Cecil I was going to go to. Sorry to tell you this. I took my dog out to the park instead, because my dog comes first. What happened that morning is I was getting dressed. I was getting into my biker outfit. He sits in front of me, starts looking at me like, aren't you going to take me out today? And that was the right thing to do. And I'm sorry, but my husky comes first. My dog comes first, guys. But the one on the 21st, that's the last one of the year. And as long as it doesn't rain, I'll shoot out there. Maybe I'll take some videos too, and I'll take some more pictures. I'll try to make a video and a still picture video of the custom bikes. So, all right, guys. 13 minutes. Check you later.